Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Gamers with Love Halloween special. This time, in episode 4, we are taking a look at Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, I'm sure at some point in my youthful growing up times, I watched this movie, although I really don't remember it at all. So I'm really excited to check this one out, and let's see. So Halloween 3, the one from last episode, came out in 1982, which was the year I was born. So Halloween 4 came out in... Halloween 4 was released... Let's see here. 1988. So we had about a 6-year hiatus here for the Halloween franchise. So I would have been 6 and, not really aware of this movie. But this is sort of like the return of Michael Myers, So Halloween 3 was a weird anomaly. They didn't use Michael Myers. They kind of took some risks, made some changes. And so Halloween 4 sees a return to Michael Myers, almost 10 years, a little over 10 years since the original film came out. So, it's been about 10 years now, and they're now returning to Haddonfield, I'm assuming, for Halloween 4. So let's get into this one. I'm excited to watch this. So I'm just pushing play on my Blu-ray, on my 4K Blu-ray player here, and I'm about to begin the film. So I've just pushed play, and now I'm watching the sort of opening title card play out. So sit back, enjoy, and let's see what this movie's all about. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Trancos International. Trancos International. All right, here we go. October 30th, 1988. We hear the sound of some crickets. We fade in. It's kind of dusk time. We see like an old farm and some pumpkins and some leaves blowing and a skull in a mailbox. I love this already. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. It's a very rural scene. Again, this reminds me of the ending of the first film where we're just given these sort of like still shots of these locations. And it just kind of sets the mood, right? It sets the tone. The leaves blowing, there's some smoke, there's creepy Halloween stuff just kind of around. No, we're not hearing the Halloween theme yet, but we are hearing some sort of, ominous background music, a shot of some barbed wire and this weird scarecrow with a pumpkin on its head sitting on an old rundown tractor with an axe, some farm equipment. We sort of see the sun setting in the background. It's really moody. I really like it. A silhouetted scarecrow thing with 6 hands, very spider-like. Yeah, I like that. I like that intro a lot. It's very good. And then we kind of fade into an ambulance driving on a rainy night. Again, more, here we're right back to this image of flashing red lights, warning, 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 danger is coming kind of motif, right? We see that a lot throughout these films. So 2 men driving in the ambulance. Screenplay by Alan B. McElroy. Looks like they're headed to the Ridgemont Federal Sanitarium. And a security guard comes out to greet them in the rain. Yellow trench coat. Yellow kind of smock. He says, "Go on through, folks, go on through." The ambulance seems to say Smith Grove, so I'm not sure what that is. Take a sip of coffee here. All right, so we're now inside this sanitarium, and there's some staff kind of making their way through the security gates. Yeah. So they have a little interaction with the security guard. There's a doctor and a nurse making their way into the sanitarium. They mention how bad the roads are. This is your typical like entry into a sanitarium scene, right? They're all creepy. You never get used to the faces. The doctor says, Jesus. Security guard says, Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this place. All right, so these two doctors are here to... Well, I guess it is two doctors. I had a doctor and a nurse. I was making some assumptions there. But these two doctors are here to pick up a patient. And... So we're getting some exposition backstory here, right? Halloween night, 16 years ago, this guy murdered 16 people trying to get to his sister. Doctor shot him 6 times, set him on fire. So the security guard wants this guy gone, and he's creepy, and he just survived the fire, I guess, right? If you recall from the end of Halloween 2, there was a fire, and oh god, look at this. Look at this like prison hospital room. Dr. Hoffman, medical. Prepped and ready to go. All right, so one of the doctors goes with the medical examiner and the other doctor stays to check out Michael Myers or to check out this person. We don't really know. I mean, we're assuming it's Michael Myers. His face is all wrapped in gauze and he's, clearly been like burned and stuff. He's pretty messed up, but I guess he's still alive. And the doctor tries to take his blood pressure and his arm kind of drops down to the side of the stretcher. And we see his hand is kind of burned a little bit and he's kind of got this big vein popping out. So, they mentioned Loomis. So Loomis has been here, I guess, with Myers this whole time, kind of overseeing him. I guess he survived the fire, too. I guess we're just made to believe that everyone survived the fire. Oh, and here we go. The music kicks in. They're transferring Michael Myers, right? This is good. I like this. It's cool. It's very, it's got that rainy night, dark and stormy night kind of vibe from the original film. And this feels already, though, like a more kind of mainstream horror film. Like, I don't know, just the way it's shot, I guess. It feels a little... I don't know. It doesn't feel as authentic as the original felt for some reason. Not sure why. All right, they load him up into the ambulance. The music's kicking in, and we kind of see him laying there. Camera is kind of from his point of view, and we see his arm is out of the blanket, kind of got rained on, and the doctors are in the back with Myers as they pull out of the hospital. Oh, okay, so here Michael Myers' hand clenches into a fist. I guess at the sound of his family, and then he just immediately strikes, like he just murders this doctor. Oh god, that's all right. They're not holding back on this one. The mention of a niece, and he immediately springs to life and plunges his thumb into this doctor's forehead. And this little girl now is on the sofa, very poltergeisty, and she's staring out the window, and she sees this ambulance. So this little girl can't sleep. She's 7, and so her name is Jamie. So Jamie's adopted, and now the ambulance is gone that she saw out the window, so that's interesting. It's interesting. I think it was smart to bring back like the youth, the kids, right? The kid aspect of this. Like there were no children in the second movie, right? It was just sort of like the teenagers and some of the hospital staff. But I think bringing back in that sort of young child vibe is important in these movies. I think, it just creates, there's different layers of fear for different age groups, right? So, and the way that fear is manifested, depending on how old you are, is sort of different. So Jamie goes to her bedroom and it's a really creepy kind of dark and stormy night, and she notices that her window has just been left wide open. And it's just, rain is just coming in, so she goes and closes it. She's kind of wearing the sort of like pink bunny PJs. She goes into the closet and pulls out a little shoebox of stuff. Let's see, what does she have? She has a picture of Laurie Strode, and she gets really sad as soon as she sees her. Again, this is a funny moment, right? Something like this happens again. Another Twin Peaks moment. In Twin Peaks: The Return, one of the investigators is handed a photograph. Oh, and Michael Myers is in her bedroom. He's just in the bedroom. The lightning strikes. We see him in the mirror. That's a great shot. One of the investigators in Twin Peaks is handed a photograph of the main character, Dale Cooper. And that photograph is of Dale Cooper in the Red Room. There's no way that photograph could ever possibly exist in that show. And the picture of Laurie Strode that Jamie just looks at is a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis sitting on the side of the road holding a pumpkin from that scene in the original Halloween film. And there's no way that picture exists in this world. That's a production photo from the set of Halloween. So like, I always find that to be interesting. So anyway, Jamie kneels down to say some prayers, sort of the classic, like, as I lay me down to sleep thing. And we know Myers is like in the room, right? We just saw him, or we think he's in the room. We saw him in the mirror. At least we think we saw him. And so the door kind of to the closet creaks open, and Jamie's kind of sneaking around her bedroom. It's dark and stuff. And it's a good, kind of takes its time. The pacing is nice here, and it's sort of slow, and it doesn't jump the shark here with the. It's an interesting moment too, because she's like in the door frame. I don't know. There's something about door frames, characters being in door frames in this. So she closes the door, goes back to bed, and the door opens again, and it's like, okay. What's going on? Oh, and a hand from under the bed. Classic. Grabs her ankle, pulls her down underneath the bed. Oh, and we get the Michael Myers sit-up shot. Classic. Monster under the bed. There he is, knife, and he has a knife somehow. Oh, and now he's he's everywhere. He's on the other side of the door. He's under the bed. He's all around. He's everywhere. Parents come rushing in slow-mo. And they find Jamie cowering in the closet, screaming. So it seems like Myers wasn't actually maybe in the room. She was kind of imagining that, perhaps. And then we cut to Haddonfield, Illinois. Nice fall day, leaves are October 31st, 1988, Halloween day. All the kids got their pumpkins. All right, so it's been 10 years, and, I guess the town has kind of moved on from the horrible tragedy of the past. Kids are running around, having fun on Halloween. What is that? The idiot dips his tie in the coffee. He's like, damn it, Darlene. Like, where's my other tie? Like, what the go figure it out yourself, idiot. So, this family lives in Haddonfield, Illinois. And they're kind of getting ready for the day. And the daughter, Rachel, is making a bagel, and Rachel's like, So it's your typical like the teenager has a date, doesn't want to take care of the younger sister, babysitter had to back out, and they're kind of just having an argument about it. Oh. Oh, Jamie. Oh, you made Jamie feel bad. His dad's an asshole, though. Good job, Rachel. All you can do is think about yourself. What a douche. It's cool, though. It's very, like, it's got the 80s vibe is strong, It's, like, very Stranger Thingsy. So she goes up to apologize to her sister, and she says, I'll go out with this guy tomorrow night. Don't worry about it. They want to go trick-or-treating. Well, Jamie doesn't. Rachel says she'll take her trick-or-treating, but Jamie doesn't want to go. Ice cream, double scoops at Scoops Ahoy after school. Let's go. Oh, and then we cut to a hospital and a man wearing a brown trench coat with a bald head. Who could it be? Oh, there he is. So Donald Pleasance is back as Dr. Loomis, and he's so mad that they transferred Michael Myers. It's amazing that they like kept him alive all this time. I don't know. Loomis's face is disfigured from the fire from Halloween 2. Burned. He's all burned up, and he's very concerned that Michael Myers is out there now. And as usual, no one believes Dr. Loomis, and as usual, he's been battling this same fight his whole life. And, inevitably this phone call is going to be, oh, what? He escaped? Uh-oh. I see. Uh-oh. And Loomis immediately knows. He's like, yeah, what did I tell you? I love his character. He just walks out like immediately. Doesn't even waste a moment talking to the guy. He's just like, yep, it's Myers. He's out. I gotta go catch him again. And so Loomis shows up on the scene. The ambulance is just like in the river, just destroyed. Loomis has a cane now. He's not the spry young man he once was. And, Loomis doesn't believe it for a second that Michael Myers is alive, like dead. Bodies are all chewed up. They don't even care. Loomis just goes right in the water. Look at him. He just doesn't care. He's just right in the river, full clothes and everything. He's like, F it, I'm going in. He looks in the back of the ambulance. It's an absolute bloodbath in there, like just brutal blood spilled everywhere. This movie's already like a lot more gory, and I think that's just going to continue. That trend is just going to continue. You gotta have some stuff like that. He's gone. He's gone from here. The evil is gone. And they just don't even want to entertain the idea. that this same discourse about like he's not a human, he's evil. He's so convinced, as he should be. If you don't find him in 4 hours, I will. So we're right back in the Halloween vibe, right? We're right back into it, and Loomis on the hunt for Myers. No one believes that he's escaped. Same old story, right? But it's still good. It works. So now we're in some sort of auto mechanics shop. Oh my god! And that's a cool version of Michael Myers, like face bandaged, white bloody hospital gown. He kind of looks all weirded out. And of course, Loomis arrives shortly after at Penny's Sandwich, Coffee, and Pop Beer Bar to get some gas. And Loomis kind of calls for the attendant. Cool camera cinematography here too, as the camera just sort of roams free and kind of follows what Loomis is doing. I always like when they do that. I think it's cool. And we get a shot of someone kind of, it's indicative of someone watching him from inside the garage. And, we can probably guess that it's perhaps Michael Myers just kind of watching him. And Loomis starts to make his way towards the shop, kind of hobbling on one leg. And we kind of get this nice tension here of like, is it Myers watching him? Is he going to discover Michael Myers in here? Is he going to get killed? So he enters the garage and there's music playing in the background and no one's really around. It's very kind of dingy and dirty. Doesn't look like anybody's at home. Looks like it's abandoned. Looks like there's no one there. Hello, says Loomis over and over again. I like this shot of this hook. Loomis has to make his way around this creepy hook. Oh, and as he does, the gas station attendant's body drops down in front of him, brutally murdered, chained up to these chains. And Loomis is just like, oh God, here we go again. He's here. So he bounces into the restaurant and just shouts, is anyone here? That's so crazy, all those pictures of Abraham Lincoln on the wall. There's like 6 pictures of Abe Lincoln on the wall. Like another weird Twin Peaks connection. What is up with that? Why are there 6 pictures of Abraham Lincoln on the wall? And the gas station attendant has also been murdered. Phone's been destroyed. Everyone around here is just murdered. All the phones are gone. If only they had cell phones. Yeah, the Abraham Lincoln pictures are weird. They're very like in the frame for some reason. Oh, that's so cool. So Michael Myers is just like in the kitchen and Loomis kind of sees him and he just says, Michael? And they start to talk. Drops his cane. He says, why now? Dr. Loomis is kind of pleading with him. He's just begging him to leave Haddonfield in peace. It's a great scene. Pleasance really does a good job here. And he just says, God damn you, and starts to shoot, but like, she's just gone. And the Halloween music kicks up, and he steals his car. Oh no, he doesn't steal his car. He busts out of the garage in a truck. And Loomis jumps out of the way as oh my God, he like jumps over some, oh my God. It's quite a scene. Gas station blows up. His car gets destroyed. He survives barely. The whole place is just getting wrecked now, and it's not looking good. A telephone pole on fire. That's a really interesting David Lynch image as well. I would. It's so interesting. I don't know. Maybe there's something about these movies and David Lynch. I don't know. All right, so Michael Myers has got a truck, and that was a cool moment. We don't see Loomis and Myers like interact that much, and now now we cut back to Jamie's school, and she's getting bullied. And they're saying that her uncle is the boogeyman. Interesting. Oh, these kids are really mean. They're just taunting her and scaring her. And the one kid's wearing a mask costume, though, which is pretty amazing because I loved mask toys when I was a kid. So that's really cool to see, like, mask represented here. That's a cool shot, too, of her just, like, running away from all these awful children taunting her. Just what she must be going through right now. Just those feelings really swelling up in her of anger and sadness and fear and frustration. You know, she just wants to live a life, right? And so her sister shows up. Lindsay. Is it the Lindsay? Is it the Lindsay from Halloween 1? I don't know. It might. They don't make a point of that, but her name is Lindsay, and that, you know. She seems familiar, that actress. I wonder who that is. They're deciding if they want to go to the costume shop, and either the Discount Mart or the Dairy Queen is their choice of destination. And Jamie says, let's go to the Discount Mart. We'll get ice cream after. Oh. Cool. I like that the movie has kind of leaned into, like, like the Halloweenness of it, right? Like the masks are everywhere and the Halloween toys and the decorations and stuff. Oh God. This guy. Jesus. This Brady guy. I guess this is Brady. Oh, that's Wade. Wade looks like Vecna. Brady's working at the... $10. God, these guys are douches. Terrible. All right, so she's the sheriff's daughter. And Wade goes over to ask this woman out on a date. She just immediately says, fuck off, Wade. That's awesome. Oh my God. That's great. That's amazing. What a line. I love it. First thing Diane says, too, in The Return of Twin Peaks, just as FYI, just a heads up. Vincent Drug. Oh, I love it. God, the 80s vibe is so strong in this movie. This is amazing. Is that a Cochran mask from Halloween 3 on the shelf there? It looks like the Cochran guy from Halloween 3. And Jamie goes off to explore the masks. There's clearly a Michael Myers mask in the background, though, which is weird. Oh, I love it. I love that they put all these weird, cool Halloween masks in this. Got like a snake skull face, got a vampire guy. This is great. This movie's good. This is like, I didn't think this one was going to be good, but so far I'm digging it. She's just looking through all the costumes. Oh, she finds one that's like a clown thing. And she calls out to Rachel. Rachel's making out with Brady. She's breaking the news that she can't date him, going on a date because she has to watch her sister. Oh, he's getting so mad, what an idiot.
No, I'm not angry, I'm just super annoyed.
Okay. All right, Brady, you'll be fine. Teenagers, a lot of drama. Meanwhile, Jamie is checking out this clown costume that she likes. Oh my good God! And a hand reaches over and grabs. Oh, interesting. She sort of sees a vision in the mirror, and then she turns around and there's the guy from her terrible dreams. Oh my God! She backs up and cracks open a mirror. Rachel knocks over some stuff on her way to Jamie. The Nightmare Man. Everyone just dismisses everyone all the time. You're fine. It wasn't real. You probably just saw a mask and it scared you. No, it was. It was actually Michael Myers this time. But it's funny because like he gets the same mask. Like it's a Michael Myers, a mask of himself. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, sorry, Dr. Loomis. It's not the 70s anymore. Nobody's picking up any hitchhikers these days. A convertible with what, cheerleaders? Wow. Wow. Then Loomis is like, I hope Myers kills those people. So that cadre of cheerleaders pretended to pick him up, and then they just blew out and left him in the dust. Bunch of jerks. So then some guy with the license plate that says Amen decides to pick him up and says something about Judgment Day. So it looks to be a priest of some kind. Oh my. This guy's interesting. He's got like religious symbols all over his car, and he says he's heading to Haddonfield, and this guy looks familiar too. He looks kind of nuts. Oh. He says he's hunting it just like I am. Death, evil, apocalypse, end of the world always has a face and a name. He said he's hunting this. He's been hunting the bastard for 30 years. You can't kill damnation. Interesting. Priest's name is Sayer. Clear as what? Loomis is like, yeah, I'll take a drink. Loomis seems to really be enjoying the company of this insane priest. Loomis is such an interesting character. Oh, look at this shot. Oh my God, the lighting is amazing. It's perfect. Like, it's twilight hour. It's dusk. People are toilet paper in the trees. Look how much different it is, though. Like, right? Like, give it 10 years, and Halloween isn't just like now. It's all just like mischief and nonsense. All right, the parents are leaving. Jamie's cleaning up the dinner table. This night's very important for us, Rachel. We're at the Fallbrooks.
Jamie should be in bed by 9:30. You two have fun tonight.
Ooh, look at the pumpkins. All right. So somehow Michael Myers knows where to go to find her, and he knows where the house is. He seems to be outside the house already. What do we like? We get into the action a lot quicker in this one. We're 34 minutes in, and it's Halloween night and stuff's happening. So Rachel leaves a message for Brady to say to come over around 8. And Jamie puts on a costume that is eerily similar to the costume that we see the young child at the very beginning of Halloween 1 wearing. Michael Myers, the young child version of Michael Myers at the beginning of Halloween 1. It's a very similar costume to that costume. It's like a satin clown. All right, and they're off trick-or-treating. I love the look of this movie. The set design's real good on this one. All right, cool. And then we get back to the roaming camera. I'm glad we get the first-person stuff again in this movie. I think that's something that was missing a lot in some of the other ones. So Michael Myers is now inside of Jamie's home, and he finds her little shoebox of memories, and he sees pictures of Laurie Strode, his sister, as well as a picture of what looks to be Jamie or himself. I'm not quite sure. But he's kind of going through her stuff and looking at the things. So it's interesting how Myers Loomis is looking for Sheriff Brackett. Brackett retired. Ben Meeker is the new sheriff. Loomis warns the police that Michael Myers is here, and they need to take it seriously. They don't believe him, as usual. And now he wants Laurie Strode's daughter, Jamie Lloyd. All right, so we come to find out that Jamie is Laurie Strode's daughter. We kind of piece that together. Loomis is just screaming at the sheriff, right? And they won't believe him. He's trying to convince them. They won't listen to him. Finally, the sheriff gives in. And he says, what do we do? What do we do? How do we avoid what happened 10 years ago? Loomis is just like, get everybody off the streets, right? Panic. The lines are down. Oh my. He says, let's go. Let's check on the girl. All right, let's go check on Jamie Lloyd. So we come to find out she's Laurie Strode's daughter. That's cool. So lots happened since the original, and now we have the daughter of Laurie Strode, and now Michael Myers is after her. And they're just doing their trick-or-treating thing, going from house to house. Ask trick-or-treat. Oh, everyone's so nice. Home by 8 o'clock. Oh, here goes these bullies again from school. And he says, that clown costume's cool. And so she hooks up with some of her friends, and they go trick-or-treating, and Rachel kind of just hangs back. I love those skeletons. I remember those when I was a kid. Those were classic. Oh, so it's this other woman from the... Oh my. And Brady is in this woman's house. Oh, that's great. Oh wow. So Brady's been hooking up with that woman from the discount store. So they're having a little heated exchange outside this house, and you know, this is good though. I think it's smart that they have like the teenagers and their kind of story, and then you've got the child and her story, and and then you've also got the older generation, like the cops and Loomis and their story. So there's a generational thing to these movies too, right? Like in the original, you had those three tiers as well, right? You had like the adults, like Loomis and the sheriff and the police out there doing their thing. You had the teenagers who were kind of up to their own antics, and then you had the kids who were kind of, in a lot of ways, collateral damage and all that. They weren't really the target, but they were certainly getting impacted by the events that were happening. So I think it's smart to bring that sort of multi-generational thing back into this. And so now Rachel can't find Jamie. And there's a news bulletin that everyone needs to clear the streets. We're at the local dive bar. These guys seem fun. So they're all pissy because they have to close the bar and stuff. And looks like John Lithgow. He just rings. There's no one at the police station. They got a Bud McKenzie, whatever that dog is in the background there. He takes a swig of his beer and, well, come on, fellas. Let's go see what's going on. He says, come on. The whole phone never just rings at the police station. No way. So every single guy runs out and jumps in their pickup trucks immediately at the bartender's behest. And we kind of get this slow version of the Halloween theme. Interesting. All right. Sheriff Meeker and Dr. Loomis show up at Jamie Lynn's house. The door has been kind of left open. Loomis immediately is like, yeah, man, this shit's hitting the fan. You can kind of see it on his face. And he kind of makes his way through the house, investigates what's going on. He also finds the shoebox, and he looks at the photos of Laurie and the pictures of Jamie. And he realizes that Myers has been here because the dog has been killed. Tragic. Dogs gets killed in the first one too, right? So a lot of similarities here, right? You look sharp, deputy. No problem, sheriff. We got it. No problem. No problem. All right, and then we get a shot of some kind of electrical facility getting booted up. A guy with a mustache and the name Bucky on his hard hat is booting up some kind of electrical grid. And Michael Myers shows up and he just yells at him like, "Get out of here, buddy." Bucky's calling the cops. He says, don't even leave. You just stay right there, mister. I like that he turns back around and look at him. He just hit God. Oh, Bucky. So Michael Myers just throws Bucky into the electricity and knocks out the power in the whole town as Bucky is electrified to death. Oh, the mask looks weird in this one. Still good though. A lot of electrical sparking. A lot of sparks. And then quiet. Dark and quiet. Spooky. A town-wide power outage Halloween night. all the parents are like going to find their kids, get in the car, let's get out of here, let's go home, let's be safe. Jamie's running, or Rachel's running around trying to find Jamie. Again, I love this. This is a great shot of her like on the street in the moonlight with the telephone pole and everything's dark. It's a really good shot. Leaves blowing on the ground. And then we get a first person shot of someone in a house looking out at Rachel. I love the first person camera work in this movie. It's great. Rachel kind of, I don't know, she kind of looks around a little bit and I don't know, maybe gets a sense that something's not right. And Jamie's just kind of lost. She's just wandering in the dark, in the night. Not good. She hears a branch snap behind her and she turns around. Wind in the trees, right? Again, wind in the trees, darkness. I love it. It's good stuff. That's the vibe of Halloween. That's the mood, right? You got to have wind in the trees in the dark. Ooh, and we get a cool little shot of a pumpkin in the background. I like it. Oh, Rachel hears a little creak too. Spins around. She's clearly getting more and more agitated that she can't find Jamie. And she kind of peers around a corner of a house. This is good. This is all kind of like good tension, scary build up here. Oh, that's a great shot. Myers off in the distance in the shadowy fog. Rachel sees him and just immediately sprints away. Not like, hey, excuse me, have you seen my stepsister? Nah, she's just gone. Immediately just terrified, just screaming, running for her life. Oh God. It's creepy that like there's no one around. Jamie's on a sidewalk somewhere. Kind of cool, kind of reminiscent of the original opening of Halloween, where Jamie Lee is where Laurie Strode is kind of walking down the sidewalk. Might be the same sidewalk for all we know. Okay, finally Rachel finds Jamie and they're reunited. And she sort of yells at her, and then the police show up. And it's Meeker and Loomis, and they say, get in the car, quick, quick, quick. And Michael Myers is just standing silently in the shadows watching them. They don't notice him. Loomis does, though. Loomis sees him. Wait. What? Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. And it turns out these idiots are kids goofing around. Which is it's a cool moment because like in the kind of world of this show, right? Like Michael Myers is a person that committed crimes in this town 10 years ago. And so and there's one last Michael Myers just like standing on the street watching him drive away. I guess that's the real one. Oh God, a bloody telephone beeping in wherever this police officer is. Anyway, like it's a cool idea that like the people of the town, maybe, in bad taste for sure, but maybe dress up as Michael Myers for Halloween, like that's why the mask was in the store, right? Is because Michael Myers is like a real person that people dress up as for Halloween, I guess, which is, again, that's sort of not in the best taste. That's kind of mean to do that. But anyway, so Loomis and the doctor show up, or Loomis and the police chief show up at the police office, at the I'm not sure where they are. I think they're at the police station, and it's just like massacre. Like everyone in the police station is just like dismembered and bloodied and massacred, destroyed. Ben Meeker wants to know. Ben Meeker's a big dude. He wants to know what is this thing? What is? It's ironic. His name's Meeker, and he's like humongous. Yeah, Loomis is. He's like, well, he's not a man. He's not a man. You can't think of him like a human being. And all the guys in their pickup trucks show up like a mob. This, my God, these guys. The angry mob. We see this motif come back later too. Loomis tells him the truth. Again, I think this is really smart because like this is angry mobs aren't good, right? But like this is the town, right? This is the trauma of what happened in the other movies. I talked a bit about trauma in the other podcast, but like this is the end result of that trauma. You've got a town that's angry and anxious and traumatized and full of fear and they don't know where to put that fear. They don't know where to put that anger. Like that motif, I think is just, you can apply that to so much of American culture and society. And certain things have happened in American history where like you get people they're anxious and afraid. And when that fear becomes too much to take, where does it go? I don't know. It's just an interesting commentary, right? Like what does fear do to a person? What does fear do to a town? What does it do? So we get a police officer, and Michael Myers is hiding out in the police officer's car as that police officer leaves Jamie Lynn's house, and Jamie Lynn's adopted parents return home. And they're worried because their kids aren't home, and they're concerned because the shit's hitting the fan in Haddonfield right now, and they don't know where their kids are because nobody has phones. Oh, that's a good shot. So pickup truck, lights blaring, shotguns. There he is. And the music comes up. And the whole town is just kind of like chasing him down. There's 6 dudes with shotguns, man. Like, it's not good. Oh my God. They just opened fire on this gazebo. God, this is terrible. This shit is more scary than Michael Myers. Like, right? Like this angry mob, right? As we all well know, like, just a bunch of guys with guns just like blindly shooting into a gazebo in a park, like because they think they saw something. That shit is more terrifying than anything so far in any of these movies. And then shoot first, ask questions later. They go up and see what they killed, and they ended up murdering. They ended up just murdering somebody, right? Like, it's a really, really, really good commentary on what fear can do to people. So we cut from violence to sex, right? Death to life. And, that motif is consistent in horror films, of course. So we got the woman from the department store, and we got Brady having sex in front of the fire. And of course, we get some, gratuitous nudity, as most horror films, do. But again, I'll probably say the same things over and over again. But like, I think the reason horror movies tend to have sex and nudity and stuff is because it's sort of a vulnerability thing, right? And yeah, there's a titillating aspect to it as well. Like there's a violence is already kind of taboo. Sex is kind of taboo. So you go to see this movie and you're kind of getting a lot of things that are like, taboo sort of in mainstream media, right? Things that are kind of like, they're exciting, right? Violence, sex, these are exciting things, right? And oh shit. So they are in the midst of their adventures of the flesh, and her dad, the sheriff, arrives, and they have to quickly run away. And she like. All right, so they run away, and a deputy arrives too to the house, and they have to unexpectedly stop their making out. And lo and behold, there's Rachel and Brady, and everybody's mad. She has a shirt on that says "Cops do it by the book." He asks Brady if he knows how to use a gun. They're going to lock down this house and defend themselves against Michael Myers. There's no time to explain why I don't have time to explain. The sheriff. Okay. This scene is amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ, the overbearing parent. If I catch you groping my daughter, I'll use that shotgun on you. Why don't you let your daughter make her own damn decisions in life, idiot? Anyway, so that scene is hilarious. Like, the sheriff comes home, he finds an 18-year-old high school kid in his house, they're just hanging out, and he's like, there's some shit going down. I can't tell you what it is, but it's super serious. And so here, take this shotgun and go batten down the hatches in the attic. It's like, okay, dude. The Sheriff Meeker is just like making Molotov cocktails or something. He's terrified because the whole police station is just a bloodbath, right? And so Jamie and Rachel are cowering up in the bedroom, and Brady comes in to check on him, and he's just got a double-barreled shotgun now. So Rachel tries to explain to Brady who Michael Myers is, and it's Jamie's uncle, and well, Jamie, I know. It's okay. And he's like, peace out, he doesn't want any part of that. He doesn't even care. He's like, I'll be in the attic later, Gator. Wow. And they're literally just like nailing stuff down. They're like batting down in the hatches. They're like nailing doors shut and stuff. It's pretty funny. But Myers is already in the house, right? Like he was in the back of the deputy's car, right? So he and the deputy kind of looks in the back of the car and kind of is like, why was that door open or whatever? And so he's already in the house. So they're essentially like, putting the nails in their own, metaphorical coffins, I suppose. So. There's a lot of creepy animal heads in this house. I guess it's a lot of hunters. Sorry, I didn't talk much during that scene. My mind wandered for a second, but yeah. So Brady kind of goes up into the attic and kind of prepares himself up there, I guess. And all right, so they think they're all hunkered down and safe, right? Wow. The sheriff says, "Why don't you go make us some coffee?" What kind of shit is in this? Anyway, I don't know. I guess it's the 80s, I guess. Whatever. All right, so Brady's up in the attic, and it's probably not going to end well for old Brady here. We'll see what happens to the Braidster. He says hello. He's just kind of poking around. It's dark, It's your typical attic scene. It's good stuff, though. Like the attic, the flashlight beam is there. We see a door open in the shadows in the background, and there's Myers in the door frame. I think it's Myers. No, they tricked me. It was a mannequin in the attic. Jamie wants to go home. Rachel comforts her as she falls asleep a little bit. That's a cool shot. We just see Loomis and the sheriff just kind of like in the dark, surrounded by darkness, right? So The sheriff is trying to get some state police help, state police emergency band. Nobody can hear him. The deputy's just like cradling his shotgun, keeping watch. Everything's kind of quiet right now, because it's calm before the storm kind of thing, right? But it's good. I like the lighting. It's all dark. All the lights are out. A lot of shadows, right? It's good stuff. Kelly, the police chief's daughter, is in the kitchen making some coffee. She finds the Folgers. The best part of waking up is Michael Myers stabbing you in your cup. Rachel is still up with Jamie. The best part of waking up. And Jamie has now fallen asleep, and so Rachel is going to go, I don't know, walk around. It's cool though. It's the music. Dun, 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 dun. It's like the original music. Ooh, that's a great shot of her walking down the stairs with the light from the window. Just kind of, can't really see her. She's kind of silhouetted in the light there, coming down the steps. That's a great shot. And she checks in with the deputy, tells him Jamie is asleep, and wants to know when they can go home. And the deputy is trying to tell her to not to worry, but and we see Myers in the background. We see the mask. That's great. And then the mask kind of goes back into the shadows as soon as the deputy looks back there. That's cool. I love it. That's good stuff. All right, so the sheriff is trying to get some help. He lets them know, excuse me, what's going on? And Mr. Butte is going to send some troopers over. And Dr. Loomis checks in with Rachel. Is your sister all right? She's fine. Kelly's there. Loomis is trying to stop him, and he doesn't know if he's even stoppable. But Loomis says he's going to go try. So Loomis leaves to go to another house, and in the meantime, we got Kelly and Rachel in the kitchen. Little love triangle kind of thing going on here, I guess. This is classic, bad stuff. The man's the one doing the hurt, but the women are angry at each other. Oh my God. This is messed up, this scene. She pours coffee on her shirt. So people are getting scared. Everybody's dying. All right. You understand, Rachel? You understand what to do when the radio, the boys are coming? You know where the hell Earl's at? Earl's shot some guy. They killed some dude. You can't let these guys running around just murdering people with shotguns all night, right? The painting above the bed is interesting. It's like I'm not sure what it is. It looks kind of like a horse race, but all right. And Jamie wakes up because she hears the sheriff peel out of the driveway. She doesn't know where Rachel is. Rachel is all alone in the basement. That's a good place to be. All alone in the basement. Oh my god, that's terrifying. You can tell she's creeped out already. Just like she just feels it. All right, so Kelly has prepared the coffee, of course, and changed clothes. They sure do have a lot of like old lanterns around this house, like with oil in them and stuff to burn. It's funny. So Rachel kind of creeps in. And there's the deputy. We've seen this deputy shot, like, we've seen this shot of him a couple of times, like in the rocking chair, just sitting there. And now he's probably dead because we've sort of established that he just sits there and rocks. MTV, man. You gotta get the MTV reference going. And so she lights a candle. Oh, God. And she sees the dead body. And it's not the sheriff in the chair. It's Michael Myers. He's so much more like clever in this. Like he like thinks more in this one. Oh my good God. So he doesn't shoot her. He just rams her through the wall with the gun and like bayonets her up onto the wall. Holy shit. It's interesting. Like Myers is a little different in this movie. Like he's like more thoughtful. Like he has a plan kind of. Like he's systematically taking out people and like tricking them and stuff. And like, it's interesting. I don't know. It's kind of a different take on it. Over and out. 10-4, good buddy. Over and out. All right. So the state police are coming and she's getting out of the basement. She goes back upstairs and the deputy's gone and everybody's gone and the little pumpkin through the window is cool. Oh my, the deputy is dead. The friend is dead, hanging off of the door. Oh God, everyone's dead. Look at the banister rocking and rolling as she runs up. It's messed up. So she's going for Jamie, like, Jamie, are you okay? Where are you? Jamie's gone. She's gone. She's gone from here. Where's Jamie? A jump scare. It's Brady. We got to get out of here. Look, that dude's dead. So Brady, he just shoots this shotgun at the... What is it? It's metal, goddammit, it's metal. What does that mean? That's a great line. Oh, and there's Jamie. Oh, Rachel. Rachel, there's a dude coming up the stairs. Look, there he is. He's just warming his ass by the fire. Oh, hey guys, I'm just going to go grab a beer. This is a great shot of him walking up the steps. Come on, Brady, what are you doing? Look at him turning. Hey guys. It's creepy though. I like the lighting again. You know, the lighting is great in these movies. Giant window, and he's just all of a sudden there. A shotgun, you know, can't do it. Doesn't get it loaded properly in time. You're in trouble, Brady. He smashes him in the face with his shotgun. It's doing nothing. Brady just punches him a couple times. Doesn't work. Oh, Brady. He takes a moment to spit. What is that? Man, Michael Myers likes to crush people with his hands in this one a lot. You know, he smushes people's faces in this one. Rachel, what are you screaming? Leave us alone. She's throwing stuff down the steps. Just throw shit down the stairs. I don't think that's going to stop him, but, you know, you never know, I guess. It's kind of cool. He's having some trouble with these boxes. They got to get out of that window. Oh, he's in the attic. He's just standing around. Oh, what is he grabbing? A knife? There's just a knife up there? Why is there a knife up there? Rachel smashes out the window. They're going to go down the roof. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, they're up on the roof. It's high up. It's pretty scary. Jamie's like on Rachel's back, like piggybacked. Oh my. Is that what shingles actually look like up there? Are they that big and thick? I've never been on a roof before, so. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my. So they try to make their way, they slide down a little bit, try to make their way back up. It's an intense little scene here. It's good. You know, they're up, you know, we don't know where Myers is at the moment, and he could be anywhere, and they're kind of just trying to get up on this roof. Oh, he's on the roof too. It's kind of silly. You can't escape the roof. He doesn't care if it's a roof. Maybe you can knock him off the roof. Try, Jamie. You gotta just try. Oh my. Ugh. That's a cool shot of him, like, just on the top of the apex of the roof. That's cool, actually. Oh, jeez. Oh, Rachel's getting attacked. Jamie's hanging from a thread. This is cool. This is, like, unusual to be up on a roof antics. I like it. Oh, no, Rachel fell off the roof. Oh. Is she dead? That's an interesting way she says that. Come alive, Rachel. Not like wake up, Rachel. Like come alive. But Rachel is not doing too good. And there's Michael Myers. Somehow he's down off the roof. Like, how did he do that? What, did he just jump? I have no idea. This is good though. This is classic. Like him. The lighting is great. The moonlight, the darkness, the shadows through the trees is all good. Yeah, this is good. I love how the sheriff and Loomis both leave the scene. Like, all right, so Jamie's, and where I wonder where she'll end up. I have one idea. This is a cool shot, cool close-up shot of her. Really. Oh, and then Loomis comes in from off frame. Where's the schoolhouse? All right, so Loomis and Jamie are going to try to escape together. And they make their way to the school, and we get some nice shots of the wind blowing pretty hard and shadows and stuff. Loomis shoots the lock off the school, and they go in. Oh, there's an alarm. That's great. Great place to hide when there's an alarm going on. Oh, please tell me this school has the red line from Twin Peaks on the walls. Doesn't look like it. This is cool. They kind of bounce around from different locations. School, hospital, houses. Just out in the street. Oh my God! What? He's just already there? Holy shit! He just is already there. How? And Myers is already at the school. Oh my God, that's crazy. And he just tosses Loomis just clean through a glass door. So Loomis is not, he's in trouble. And it's just Jamie now. She's doing a great job too. This actress is really good. Oh, the school looks so creepy at like that. Like after hours school, dusky and dusty and well lit, like dimly lit, I mean. So creepy. Oh my. And she kind of creeps her way through and kind of like looking around a little bit. And there's all these weird like human shapes, I guess art projects kind of on the walls and a lot of like pumpkin-y stuff, and it's all quiet. It's good. It's good tension. It's good build up right here. I like it. Oh, and he's up the steps now, and she sees him at the top of the stairs, and she runs and falls and trips, and oh man, she's all kinds of beat up, and her Halloween costume's all dirty, and it's not doing too good. And here he comes, Michael Myers, walking down the stairs. It's very similar, right? She takes a spill down the steps, just like in the original Halloween when Laurie takes a spill down the stairs. Oh, and Rachel shows up with a fire extinguisher and sprays Michael Myers with the fire extinguisher. How did Rachel know they were going to the school? I don't know. I guess maybe she heard the alarm, but... All right. And the mob in their pickup truck say, get to the school. I hear the alarm. I get to the school, Earl. So Jamie and Rachel come out of the school. They're all beat up, and they say, he's in there. That's a cool shot of the swings swinging. Now they saw everybody got killed. Now they're just like turning tail. That's what they get paid for. Let the police handle this. That's what they get paid for. We're done. We're out of here. What the hell? These guys are such idiots. All right, so they're running out. They're running away. Get out of there. Run away from Haddonfield. Seems wise. All right, welcome to Haddonfield, home of the Huskers, and they're on their way out. All right, they made it. They're out. They did it. They survived. Everyone's good. They've escaped. Right? Great. He tells every single person where they're going and where they are. State police are on their way. They're leaving town. All right, let's get out of here. We did it. We survived. We escaped. What the hell? This guy's like just shooting his shotgun up in there. It's weird. All right. All right. Everything seems good. Everything's nicely wrapped up here. The police are on the scene. They're helping them out. They feel pretty good, pretty safe. Hey, it's going to be all right. We did it. We saved everybody. Your parents are probably dead, but, whatever. Brady's dead. Sort of dense fog rolls in. The two guys in the back of the pickup truck are just... okay. Okay. So Michael Myers was like under the car, I guess. Oh, shit. Oh my. It's like an action movie all of a sudden. He's like jumping up on cars and... Where was he? And he's just throwing these dudes out of there. He just takes out 3 dudes in the bed of the truck, and they don't even realize what's going on back there. And Earl, that's a cool little throwback. Earl gets his face ripped off. Oh, brutal Earl. That's a cool throwback though to like the original where he like smashes the window of the car at the insane asylum or whatever. And now he's like on the roof. She just pushes Earl out of the car. Leaves him in a ditch. All right, Rachel, it's up to you now. You got this, Rachel. I believe in you. Come on, Rachel. So Michael Myers is just in there just trying to grab her and just smash her face in like he did with everybody else. And she's kind of swerving the car so he can't, trying to knock him off. She's really swerving that thing hard, though. My God. I'm surprised they're not upside down yet. It's cool, though. Get out of here with your hand, bro. Oh, he smashes his face against the windshield. What the shit? All right, she hits the brakes and he goes flying. Ram him. Run him over. Come on, Rachel. He looks like very shouldery in this one. I don't know. He looks so like... it looks weird. Oh, she says, die, you son of a bitch. Ooh. Wow, that didn't look great. She just knocks him out into a barn. Okay. And she stopped. Honk the horn, maybe? You can't kill the boogeyman. Right? Haven't you guys seen... Michael Myers' hand loosens its grip on the knife as the police show up. Jamie goes over to her uncle. Oh, he's alive. He's awake. He grabs the knife. He sits up. Classic. And just say, get down. And they unload like, holy shit. They unload like every weapon they have into this guy. Oh, did he fall into a well? Oh my God, he like went all the way into like the earth. He's like in a hole in the ground. He's like in a well. Oh my. It's all collapsing in on him. Wow. That's great. And we fade out back to the home of Jamie and Rachel. And they're reunited with their parents. They've defeated the Michael Myers. Do we ever know what happened to Loomis? Oh, here he is. He survived. Michael Myers is in hell, buried where he belongs. I'm surprised Loomis believes that. They'll survive its memory. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, clearly Rachel is just traumatized forever, right? Like as always, there's always this trauma vibe. All right, now we're getting a bath drawn. Oh, the music's kicking up again. We're in the first person. This is good. I don't know what happens here at the end. I don't know if there's a twist or whatever. I'm sure there is probably. Oh, look down. We see. Oh, someone takes some scissors off of the. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Oh, we have a mask on. Just now, this is cool because this is the opening of the original film and like the ending of this film. So we don't know what's going on here, but we see this masked figure walking down the hallway. We're from this. Oh, and we hear someone scream. Loomis runs up to investigate. He's all cut up and bloody. Oh, God, and it's Jamie. Loomis is just screaming, no, no, no. He's lost his mind. He can't believe it. It's all started over again. Oh my God, this is great. Donald Pleasance is just losing his mind. They're all just staring at Jamie and they're just like, what? And she's just got this bloody scissors. What an ending. That's amazing. Like, what a cool idea, right? So, like, the evil, like, went into her, right? Like, Myers dies and the evil goes into her, right? When she touched his hand, maybe they had some sort of connection, right? That's a great ending. What a cool ending to that one. I love that Pleasance just loses his mind. Like, he just can't believe it. Like, he's literally about to shoot that 7-year-old girl in the face right then and there. And they stop him. And they just kind of, so she murders her parents just like Michael Myers murdered his sister, murders her mother, I guess. And, that's crazy. What an ending. That one was really good. That was an interesting one. I actually liked that a lot. That was cool. So yeah. All right. Well, that's part 4. I thought part 4 was good. Better than part 3. The story at least made a lot more sense. Part 3 was kind of like, didn't make any sense. But I'm glad we got back to Michael Myers. No Jamie Lee Curtis, but she's coming back, folks. Don't you worry. And we'll eventually get there. But yeah, I thought part 4 was pretty cool. I hope you liked part 4. I appreciate you hanging out, listening to me jabber on about it. If you want to leave any comments or any feedback or any questions, feel free to leave them in the, send me a tweet at Justin R. Carey or, anywhere. Just find me on social media or whatever. Leave a voice message on Anchor. But thank you so much for tuning into episode 4. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all for episode 5, Halloween part 5. So we will get there very, very soon. All right, until next time, thanks for watching and have a happy Halloween.